everyone, welcome back to AMG Cloud. In this video, we are going to see to some questions of the AWS Solutions Architect Associate exam. In this video, we are going to discuss 5 questions of the AWS Solutions Architect Associate exam. Please make sure to like this video before we begin. This will motivate me to create more questions like these so that you can practice and ace your exam. So our first question is, a company requires a solution for replicating data to AWS for a disaster recovery. Currently, the company uses scripts to copy data from various sources to a Microsoft Windows file server in the on-premises data center. The company also requires that a small amount of recent files are accessible to administrators with low latency. What should a solutions architect recommend to meet these requirements? So this was your question. You have 4 options. This is your option 1, this is your option 2, this is your option 3, and this is your option 4. You'll get 10 seconds to answer this question. Your time starts now. Time up. Now let us analyze the answers. Option 2, update the script to copy data to an Amazon S3 Glacier archive instead of the on-premises file server. So this option is incorrect because it's an archive storage, not suitable for low latency access. Okay, so wrong answer. Option 2. Let us go to option 3, update the script to copy data to an Amazon EBS volume instead of the on-premises file server. This option is also incorrect because it's a block storage, not a file storage solution. Alright, so wrong answer, option 3. Option 4, update the script to copy data to an Amazon EFS volume instead of the on-premises file server. This option is also incorrect because it's a file storage but doesn't provide the same low latency access as AWS Storage Gateway. Okay, so option number 4 is also the wrong answer. Option number 1, update the script to copy data to an AWS storage gateway for file gateway virtual appliance instead of on-premises file server. So this option is correct, option 1, because it provides low latency access to recent files and replicates data to AWS for disaster recovery. Okay, so at the end your option 1 is the correct answer. All right. So this is our second question. A company's staff connect from home office locations to administer applications using a bastion hosts in a single AWS region. The company requires a resilient bastion host architecture that requires minimal ongoing operational overhead. How can a solutions architect best meet these requirements? So again, you have 4 options. This is your option 1, this is your option 2, this is your option 3, this is your option 4. Alright, you'll again have 10 seconds to answer this question. Your time starts now. Time up. Now let us analyze the answers. Option 2, create a network load balancer backed by the existing servers in different availability zones. This option is incorrect because it doesn't add new instances, just uses existing servers. Alright, so option 2 is the wrong answer. Option 3, create a network load balancer backed by reserved instances in a cluster placement group. This option is also incorrect because reserved instances and cluster placement groups don't provide the same level of resilience as autoscaling. Okay, so option number 3 is the wrong answer. Option 4, create a network load balancer backed by an autoscaling group with instances in multiple AWS regions. This option is also incorrect because using multiple AWS regions is not necessary for this scenario and adds complexity. Okay, so option 4 is the wrong answer. Alright. Option number 1, create a network load balancer backed by an autoscaling group with instances in multiple availability zones. This option is correct because it provides a resilient architecture with minimal operation overhead using autoscaling and multiple availability zones. Alright, so at the end your option 1 is the correct answer. Alright. Let us move to our next question. A mobile app uploads usage information to a database. Amazon Cognito is being used for authentication, authorization, and user management, and users sign in with Facebook IDs. In order to securely store data in DynamoDB, the design should use temporary AWS credentials. What feature of Amazon Cognito is used to obtain temporary credentials to access AWS services? So you have four options. This is your option 1, this is option 2, this is option 3, and this is option 4. Alright, you'll again have 10 seconds to answer this question. Your time starts now. Option 1, SAML identity providers. This option is incorrect because it is used for Enterprise Identity Federation, not temporary credentials. Okay. So option 1 is the wrong answer. Option 2, user pools, is incorrect because it manages user authentication, not temporary credentials. Alright. So option number 2 is also the wrong answer. Option 3, key pairs, is incorrect because it's used for encryption, not temporary credentials. Alright. So option number 3 is also the wrong answer. Option 4, identity pools, is correct because it provides temporary AWS credentials for users to access AWS services like DynamoDB. So at the end, option 4 is the correct answer, identity pools. Alright. Now let us move to the next question. A solutions architect is designing an application that will run on an Amazon EC2 instance. The application must asynchronously invoke an AWS Lambda function to analyze thousands of .csv files. The services should be decoupled. Which service can be used to decouple the compute services? Alright, again you have four options for this. This is your option 1, this is your option 2, this is your option 3, and this is your option 4. So you will again have 10 seconds to answer the question. Your time starts now. Ding, ding. Time up. Now let us analyze the answers. Option 1, Amazon Kinesis, is incorrect because it's used for real-time data streaming, not decoupling compute services. Alright, so option 1 is the wrong answer. Option 3, Amazon OpsWork, is incorrect because it's a configuration management service, not a decoupling service. So option number 3 is also the wrong answer. Option 4, Amazon SWF, is incorrect because it's a workflow management service, not a decoupling service. Alright, so option number 4 is also the wrong answer. Option 2, Amazon SNS, is correct because it allows asynchronous invocation of Lambda functions and decouples the services. Alright, so at the end, your option 2, Amazon SNS, is the correct answer. Got it? Let us move to the next question. Okay, so this is our last question for today's video. Question 5. A solutions architect working for a large financial institution is building an application to manage their customers' financial information and the sensitive personal information. The solutions architect requires that the storage layer can store immutable data out of the box with the ability to encrypt the data at rest, and requires that the storage layer provides ACID properties. They also want to use a containerized solution to manage the compute layer. Which solution will meet these requirements with the least amount of operation overhead? So you have four options again. This is your option 1, this is option 2, this is option 3, and this is option 4. Alright, so it's a little bit difficult to manage and navigate between these options. So if you want some more time than 10 seconds, you can pause the video and take your time, because I'll provide you 10 seconds itself as is the standard timer. Okay, so your time starts now. Time up. Now let us analyze the answers. Option 2, create a cluster of ECS instances on AWS Fargate within an autoscaling group behind an application load balancer to manage the storage layer, use Amazon S3. Okay, this option is incorrect because Amazon S3 doesn't provide ACID properties or immutable storage out of the box. Okay, so option number 2 is the wrong answer. Option 3, configure an ECS cluster on EC2 behind an application load balancer within an autoscaling group. Store data using Amazon DynamoDB. So this option is also incorrect because Amazon DynamoDB doesn't provide immutable storage and EC2 requires more management effort than Fargate. Okay, so option number 3 is also the wrong answer. Option 4, create an autoscaling group with EC2 instances behind an application load balancer to manage the storage layer, use Amazon S3. Okay, this option is also incorrect because Amazon S3 doesn't meet the storage requirements and EC2 instances requires more management effort than Fargate. Okay, so your option number 4 is the wrong answer. Let us go to option 1. Set up an ECS cluster behind an application load balancer on AWS Fargate. Use Amazon Quantum Ledger Database QLDB to manage the storage layer. This option is correct because QLDB provides immutable storage encryption and ACID properties, while AWS Fargate manages the containers with minimal overhead. Alright, so at the end, your option number 1 is the correct answer. Alright, got it? So that's it for today's video. You have successfully answered 5 questions today. Congratulations for that. Please let me know your score down below in the comments, and we have more questions like these for Solutions Architect in a separate playlist, and if you want for AWS Cloud Practitioner as well, we have a separate playlist for that also. Okay, if you like these questions, please make sure to leave a like, share this video with your friends and family who are appearing for the exam, and also make sure to subscribe to AMG Cloud. That's it. I'll take your leave now. I'll meet you in the next session with a new set of questions. Till then, keep learning, keep practicing, and keep exploring. Thank you and bye-bye.